guys, guess what? We're here in Porto. I am so excited because this is a really big city. There's lots to see and do here. And hopefully we're gonna go down by the river. There's a very beautiful view. They've got all the port wine factories down there. And hopefully we'll get something to eat and get some souvenirs as well. This is Sophie's first time coming here to Porto. And I want to show you guys everything that we see and everything that we do. So come on, let's go. Sophie, let's go see Porto. Let's go. Yeah. Thank you. Porto is an absolutely beautiful city and a definite must-see if you're looking at visiting Portugal. It's Portugal's second biggest city, and when looking at a map, it's located in the northern part of Portugal. One thing you may recognize Porto for is its port wine, and port wine gets its name after the city of Porto, and it's one of Portugal's most popular exports. And if you come to visit the city of Porto, there are a lot of different places where you can do a lot of port wine tasting. But if you're like me and port wine isn't really what you fancy, there's a lot of other things you can do too. Not only is there a lot of historical sites that you can visit and a lot of different kinds of tour guides that you can follow along through the city, but there's also classes you can take too, and I'll definitely have to check these out in the future. There's some tile making classes, and you can even make the famous Portuguese tart, a nata. I'm definitely going to have to look into those classes in the future because those sound like a lot of fun. There's a lot of different things you can do with your dog here in Porto as well, so let's get started and let me show you guys. Sophie, are we in the Sophie, are we at the train station? Yeah, look how pretty it is. This is one of two train stations here in Porto, and this one is called the São Bento Railway Station. As you can see from the inside, it's absolutely stunning. I've been to Union Station in Toronto, but you can't compare that to this beautiful station here in Portugal. And as you can see on the walls, those are the tiles I mentioned earlier called the azulejo tiles. And these tiles depict all different kinds of scenes in Portugal's history and also tell stories of its culture as well. Sophie has never taken a train in Portugal, but maybe that's the next thing that we should try out. Sophie, you want to try taking a train? Not today, but another day. And she's completely ignoring me. One thing I would definitely recommend when it comes to visiting European cities is try to visit on the off season so that you can avoid the heat and the tourists. Today was a beautiful day. It was a little chillier. The rain is going to come in the afternoon, but it was the perfect day for sightseeing because it wasn't too hot and there wasn't a lot of people. I would definitely recommend coming on off season if you're able to, so that you can enjoy these cities a little bit more without waiting in long lines and having to deal with the heat. It's lunchtime now, so we're gonna have some crepes for lunch. I love crepes, so does Sophie, especially the ones that don't have chocolate. The restaurant is awesome because they allowed Sophie to come in as long as she stays on my lap, so Sophie gets to have crepes with us. Right? I have a treat for you, okay? There you go. With our tummies filled with crepes and Sophie's filled with treats, it was time to head down to the famous riverside and take in the sights and shops along the river in Porto. Perfect soundtrack for my video. Say hi. Can you come say hi? Watch her poop. Say hi. Hi, Sophie. Over there on the other side of the river is all the different companies that sell port wine, and at nighttime they actually all illuminate with their names so you can see who they are and where they're located. And Sophie was getting a little bit too comfortable going beside the river, and I was getting very anxious. As we were walking along the river and just kind of taking in all the sights, we came across a secret passageway that nobody was walking up.
Where are we going? Huh? Where are we going, babe?
We decided on seeing what was up at the top of it, and you guys just have to see this view.
There's still more to climb? Come on, let's go. Look at this view. I didn't know this existed. Nice. Sophie, do you see this view, girl? Whoa. We were walking down there, and then we decided on walking back, and we came across this incredible view from up here. Like, look at this view. Like, it's insane. Look at that. All the way from the top. Okay, with this view and this puppy, there's this weird elevator that shows up here. So we're gonna take the elevator going down.
Even though we didn't know this little hideout existed, there's actually an elevator here at the end of it, and we weren't sure where it led to, but Sophie was very eager to go into it and see where it went, and let me show you guys.
Not weird.
Okay, let's go. There's a random elevator outside. This is not the first time that Sophie has used an elevator before, but it is the first time that she's used one outside, and I don't think she liked the fact that everything was moving so quickly around her, so she came to sit in the middle of us so that we could protect her from the movement.
This is very sketchy.
Where are we? Sophie, where are we? I'm not gonna lie, once the elevator got down to the bottom and all we were seeing was concrete, we were a little concerned with where we ended up, but once the doors opened and we saw we were right by the river, it was all good, and Sophie was happy to get out. After stopping in some souvenir shops and doing a little bit of shopping, we decided on doing some more exploring of Porto, and look at what we came across. There's this window that you can see into a bakery, and you can see pastry chefs making Portuguese tarts, which are called natas. I absolutely love natas. Let me know if you guys have tried them because they are so good, and I definitely have to try making these one day in the future.
Sophie, sit. No.
I'm going to use this video here of us in Porto to tell you guys a fun fact about Sophie, because she went and did this while we were here in Porto, and I'm curious to see if any of your dogs do the same thing as Sophie. She tends to choose the weirdest opportunities to go potty, and that usually means the middle of an intersection. She will go potty in the middle of it, and the light turns green for the cars to go, and we are stopped in the middle of the intersection because Sophie is going potty in the middle of it. I have now developed a fear of stoplights when walking Sophie when she hasn't gone potty, and I will usually carry her so that we do not get stopped in the middle of a major intersection with her going potty. Does anyone else have this problem, or is it just me?
So we're gonna stay here the whole day, but now it's raining and it really doesn't feel good because already it's not a warm day. So we're gonna see if the rain lets up. But look how pretty it is behind us. It's so pretty.
Unfortunately, the rain did not let up, but that was okay. Along the way to our car, we came across the Porto sign, and I've been trying to get a picture of me and Sophie in front of all the different signs of cities that we've come across. So Sophie and I used the opportunity to get in a quick photo shoot before we got drenched by the rain.
Hi, Sophie. See, I'm a dirty, tired puppy. You see I'm a dirty, tired puppy? Yeah.
You can tell that this puppy is exhausted from exploring the city of Porto, but I would definitely recommend coming to visit here with your dog. Of course, keep in mind what you choose to do because dogs aren't always allowed everywhere. It is so much fun exploring these different cities with Sophie. If you want to check out any of our other videos, check out our European playlist, and I'll include the link for that down below in the description box. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and we'll see you again next time. Bye, guys.